Oh, you're welcome. No problem. You go, you want to give that to them? Again, thank you so much for coming. This is amazing. My name is Dan, for anybody that doesn't know. I'm one of the worker owners here at the Healing Grounds, along with my buddy Osman over here. And we got Anna, Abba, Lola, and Twiggy, part of the team. So give it up for the team one time. Yeah. And yeah, I just wanted to open the space with a little blessing of the cacao. Cacao is a big part of the inspiration behind this cooperative and this cafe. It's an alternative to coffee. It comes from Guatemala, this specific cacao, and it's really just chocolate in its most pure form. But I invite everyone to hold your cups in your hands if you'd like. You can hold it to your heart. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to take a sip and just be present with it for a moment and allow you to just smell the cacao and take in all the sensations.
Dan, what you've done here is just tremendous. You have created such heart in the middle of this community. Again, I know Prish had Sweetness 7 here, the woman who owns the building, but then you came in with this amazing healing energy coffee shop that is just, I'm going to be here all the time.
I love to hear that.
How did this happen? Can you tell me a little about it?
Yeah, absolutely. A couple years ago, I came across cacao. A friend of mine started having cacao ceremonies during 2020, during the pandemic.
Is that Michael?
Yes.
Yeah.
During this time when there was a lot of disconnection and we're told to stay away from each other. My friend was inviting people to stay connected and being safe and mindful of being precautious. But yeah, and I ended up meeting a lot of people through this, and the cacao had a deep, profound impact on me, and kind of planted a seed of this creation to come about, and building a cafe centered around it, and then centered around just intention and holistic living and all that stuff.
I love that. And tell me a little about the cafe. Tell me about your intention with it.
Absolutely. So all of our food and ingredients and everything that we source is either organic or local or ethically sourced. And yeah, we put a lot of intention into where we get things from, and the practices that is used for growing them, and really doing our best to create a local ecosystem where we're supporting local farms and they're supporting us, and vice versa. Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's really wonderful to cook with consciousness that you guys do, just with this high energy, and to use high energy foods and use it to help make the body, mind, and spirit healthier.
Absolutely. Yeah, because we really believe that food is the medicine,
Yeah.
and if we're being mindful of the ingredients we're putting in our food and what we're eating, we shouldn't need all these pills and stuff like
Vitamins
that,
and pills and pharmaceuticals.
We should be getting proper nutrition through our food. So that's kind of the mindset behind here. I'm just letting food be the medicine, and also it being tasty and delicious, and yeah.
I love cacao. When my crew is going through, when we're in our, I hate to say deadlines, I don't like that word, but timelines to get the show finished, and it's very intense, especially in the winter months, I make this cacao elixir with a little bit of chili and some cinnamon, because the Mayans knew what they were doing. and it has such high energy. It gives you this feeling of elation and clarity. It's so much better than coffee, caffeinated stuff, and cocoa, which we grew up, which is just filled with dairy and sugar and not healthy for you. But cacao is actually really healthy for the body, mind, and spirit. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the whole mindset around the Healing Grounds, is centering on healing the mind, body, and spirit. And cacao, I really feel helps with that, because it's just really chocolate in its most pure form, but it's just packed with so many natural vitamins and nutrients that are essential for healthy living. And and then adding some spices like cinnamon, like you were saying, and cayenne for a little extra activation. And I add a little turmeric and ginger in there for some extra medicinal benefits, and sweeten it with some pure maple syrup and raw honey.
For me, when I drink cacao, it's my whole nervous system feels held and supported, and I get an upliftment. A little bit different than caffeine. That's the thing with the Healing Grounds. It's we get this sacred medicinal medicines in an environment like a cafe.
Right.
So we're bridging those worlds, and yeah, it's beautiful seeing Dan's vision come to life.
It's beautiful.
And the team, they got
Yeah.
an amazing team.
Amazing team. So Osmosis, this is like amazing.
Thank you,
You
thank
finally
you.
opened officially now today.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, but we got it done.
Hey, just a quick message that if you like what you're watching, please press like, comment, subscribe. It really does help us to get our message out there to the world around us. And if you do feel inclined to press the donate button, we do appreciate every bit of help we can get to pay our crew to keep going out bringing you these wonderful stories of passionate living. Now back to our program.
Excited for it.
I'm so excited to try this. This is
Absolutely. I'm
wonderful.
gonna get you some forks and knives and gonna have you
Oh
on
my
your
God.
way.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Osmosis, it is so great to be here with you again today. You've done the show before.
Yeah, I've done the show. Yeah,
your
this is
artwork.
again. Yeah, this is part 3, I think.
Yeah, I think
but,
so.
yeah.
Well, this is beautiful. You are a part of putting this whole project together, right?
Yep. I'm the co-owner with Dan. Dan White. He's my partner. We started the Healing Grounds together.
Now, we've got a little drum music in the background for your opening today.
Yeah.
I think that's out there playing.
We got djembe circles. We're gonna guide people in here.
Oh, that's
Hopefully
beautiful.
the sounds will draw them in.
Yep, that's
So we have
beautiful.
a djembe circle going.
I love that. I wish I had my djembe in Buffalo here.
I got one extra in the basement if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll be back. I'll be back later. So tell me a little bit about your reason for wanting to start this and do this.
I think this is a good thing for the community. It's a space, as you can see, where everybody can just come and express themselves. We have open mic nights, bi-weekly Fridays, so people can just come in and express what they're feeling. We have yoga circles, so people can come in and get that out too, meditation circles,
Wow.
tapping and tea. So all the things that we offer is kind of something that I wanted to just put out to the community, so it's part of the reason I was doing it.
I love that. And to have this right in the middle of the Lower West Side here is
Yeah,
just,
we got a good corner. It's a
this
good
is
spot.
the heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
this
And it
is
needed
beautiful.
it. We have a lot of people, foot traffic that comes in every day, and they all want to know, hey, what's going on in here? While we
Yeah.
were renovating every single day, if somebody's stopping in at the door and they want to check it out, so
I love that.
they're excited for it, and we're gonna bring it to them.
And the food you served me earlier was amazing.
Yeah, we got something a little different, and we
Yeah.
got a lot of specials that
Right.
are sure to come. So
Wow.
you guys need to just come check it out. Yeah, I think the next one is gonna be the Osmosis salmon special. So come check it out.
Ooh, Osmosis salmon special. I want to try that.
Yeah,
You gotta
with
tell
some
me when it's
pasta
ready.
and some cheese.
Yeah.
Pesto.
What's next?
To expand the patio, that's the next project. So we're gonna move the focus from inside renovations to outside renovations
Right.
now. So we're gonna be redoing the patio. We're gonna go ahead and put some murals on the building. We got some local artists, and we're gonna make a community event, kind of like now, where we're gonna host and have a couple highlighted artists that we want to have and put their art on the wall, and have that be part of the mural.
That's awesome.
Yeah, bringing in the community all the way through and through.
I love it. Now, what would you say to somebody out there watching right now who wants to start something like this, who wants to do an initiative like this, but they think it's too much or it's too hard or it's too difficult? What would you tell them?
I would say go for it. If you're a person who's passionate about whatever your dream is, whichever guides you. If you want to start a cafe and you feel like having a cafe is your business and that's something you want to fully engage yourself with, just be fully passionate about it. Engage everything that you have. It's gonna be difficult and there's nothing easy. So expect that. But if you believe in yourself, you can definitely get it done. Yeah, this is a game of wills. So if you got a high will, you can get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love you very much. I'm very proud of you. This is great. Well, I'm so excited for your grand opening today, and congratulations. And for everybody looking for this place, it's the Healing Grounds on Grant Lafayette in Buffalo, New York.
I'm really grateful to be here with all of you, and yeah, this has been a really big project that myself and Osmond and the team really put a lot of love and care and devotion and dedication into, and it's taken a long time to get here, but we're here and we made it and we did it, and we're here to celebrate with all of you, and yeah, so thank y'all for being a part of this, and yeah, cheers everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh.
The next stop on my road trip across the country for passionate living was in Arizona. I stopped in Phoenix to see my girlfriend Elise and spent a few days, and it was wonderful. We went and did a sweat lodge, and I had so much fun. It just spiritually purified me to start off this amazing trip across the country, this jumping off the cliff.
Remember, I felt like I died and was reborn. It was so hot, and so my skin I thought was gonna burn off. And I came out and I felt like I had been reborn. It was the most remarkable. So when you say you're called to it, sometimes at your lowest of low.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, when you change, decide to change.
Right.
Yeah. And my case was I got a stroke and I lost the vision on one eye, and I started getting on depression, and I found so much peace on the sweat lodge.
And then we went to a sound healer and had the most amazing experience.
That felt so similar to a shamanic, like Reiki experience that I had. I felt like this weight lift off my shoulders, and then I just like sank back into it, and that's like where I carry all of my stress, is like my shoulders get really tense. And there's this spot between the shoulder blades that I can never crack, and it just like dissipated.
Yeah, so it's the bioresonance, right? So there have been preliminary tests that the bioresonance is actually changing the just the harmonics in our body. It's through cymatics, and this is dropping us into that parasympathetic state, so that we can go into really deep healing. And it's a neurological entrainment. So it's not only retraining the brain, but the body too. So you're going into like a body hypnosis. And so when you think of a cell, right, it's like a holding space, like a jail cell, like holds people. But the cells of your body is holding memory, and it's holding all that stuff that's inside that science tests. How do we change it? How do we reshape it so that we can lose that memory, that trauma from like an accident, whether it's an accident, it's emotions, or but really physical pain in the body from stress that we hold on to. It's like in the human design, right? We just take it and hold on to it. So it moves it around and then moves it out and reformulates the cells of our body. Yeah.
I really felt that.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Then we went to this extraordinary vegetarian restaurant, and hands down, this is by far the best place I have ever eaten vegetarian food in my life. The chef is just extraordinary, and we'll do a story on him down the line. But it was just the most fascinating experience in Arizona.
It was very difficult to find a place where there was actually clean food that we could eat. Clearly, we could go and get a salad and a baked potato, but we wanted something that was organic, and it was just getting more and more difficult. And so I said, well, it's going to be all organic, all gluten-free, all soy-free, and it's going to be our food. And so we opened up this little place trying to be the change that we wanted to see, not thinking we'd ever do any business, but just having fun, father and daughter business, just having a little bit of fun. And ended up that pretty soon we got pretty popular and people liked what we were doing.
Yeah.
And it got busier and busier and we had to get more and more serious about it. And right away, people started asking, why don't you open one of these down in Phoenix? And we had no intention at the time of opening up more of these, but people literally ask us every day, please
Wow.
open in Phoenix. Every day for 12 and a half years. And so finally I opened up down here because I believe that it's gotten to the point now in our society that there are a lot of people that want to be healthy, but they can't be because there's no restaurant that's serving their needs.
It's true.
And so I thought, well, let's do this. Let's put one of these in every community in America. And that way, if people do want to be healthy, they can do so outside other than having to cook for themselves in their own home. So that's really the foundation principle for what we're about here, is be the change that you want to see.
Well, I love that about you. The first time I met you, I came in here with my girlfriend Elise, and we got talking. And I don't know how the bus idea came up that I want to do for young people. And I told you about it, and the first thing out of your mouth was, "I'll feed you guys. Whoever's on that bus, I'll feed. You know, we'll do this." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I love you." It was like gathering of the tribe, and it's just, but it's the energetic of who you are. It's everybody that walks through this door is a person to you. They're not a customer, they're a human being, and you just so clearly get that with who you, just like you say, the way you treat people, the way you talk, the way you are, it shows.
Well, thank you, Kat.
And I'm sure it makes all the difference in the world with the food, too. I believe that. Intention is everything with food.
Absolutely, and obviously it used to be kind of a new agey thing 20, 30, 40 years ago that people would say that everything's a vibration, but now it's actually been proven by quantum science, especially quantum physics. We're all vibratory beings. We're not this is all an illusion. We're all vibration. And so that really makes a lot of sense in anything we're doing, that the vibration of our intent is going to be imbued into the food that we're creating, right? And so obviously, if we're going to create a recipe with loving intent, that recipe is probably going to be different if we were creating the recipe with angry intent, right? Now, it's the exact same recipe, right? Exact same ingredients. So it's going to be the same? No, they're going to have a different vibrational quality to it, and people are going to be able to tell the difference.
And then I went out one evening with Elise because she was working at a club, and I heard this amazing band. They were just so eccentric and wonderful and talented, and the lead singer is just such a remarkable talent. We had a wonderful little moment, an interview, and I'm going to share that with you now.
Keep on fetching it back. How can I get your love when you keep on fetching it back?
I am with Brigitte, and that was the most amazing set. I love it.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your passion for doing music.
My passion is I like to make soul connections with people. Anybody under the sound of my voice. I don't want soul just to be my genre, but the connection that I make with other people, so that healing, that porch choir, that soul, that hurt, everything comes out, and we all just, music is a universal language, so that's how we connect. So my passion is like burning. It's all I do, all I think about. Even when I'm in my sleep, I'm like performing in my dreams, like all kind of stuff. It's literally who I am.
I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
And your set was amazing. I loved it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Tell me about the music you played.
The music we played is like the era of like the 60s soul, a little bit of funk, which is up my alley. Anything that I can roar and like just let it all out. So honestly, we've only been a band for about a year and a half, and it's so good, so good. To all of the artists that inspire me, so I just like will listen to them and their messages, and I was just like, don't get me wrong, I've tried to quit a lot of times, and I'm just like, I can't do it. So I knew at a very, very early age, maybe I want to say about 5 or 6, and I just stuck with it.
And how can people find you?
On Instagram. I use Instagram, SOULJIT. SOULJIT, Soul-G.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That boy nasty on them drums.
Hi, thanks again for watching. Remember, every Thursday night at 8 p.m. you can watch a live premiere of Passionate Living. And again, please remember to press like, comment, and if you feel inclined to subscribe or donate to our channel, because it really does help us to get the message out there to inspire viewers to live their passions. We thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again.